So what do you mean by traversing? Let us see the
Delete
meaning of.
notes.
Yes. What happened?
You have not shared any notes in group, sir.
Notes is not shared. Not notes, I am
Yes, sir.
telling. I have told which part you have to refer. Notes I will share it to you now. Okay.
Okay, sir.
After this class, I will give this notes. Whatever I am explaining now, this you need to full. I'll be sending it to the group now. Okay. Even if I forget after this class, someone please remind me in the WhatsApp. I'll send these notes to you. Okay. What is the meaning of traversing? If you have array something like this A, so 0, 1, 2, 3 array indexes. So visiting each and every location is called as a traversing. That is obtaining or scanning the elements from beginning to end with their index values. That is A of 0, A of 1, A of 2. Just visiting each and every location is called as a traversing. So usually how the traversing will take place from first end to the last end. So that is what is traversing of an array. So next thing is inserting an element onto the array. So traversing, inserting an element onto the array. So after traversing, we have inserting. So what do you mean by inserting? Inserting a new element onto the array. So what do you mean by inserting? If we have this array, say 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Already these elements are available. And at this somewhere in between, if you want to insert some element, that means between 8 to 9, I want to insert some more element, then that is called as inserting. So three locations where you can insert the new elements. So those three locations are either you can insert an element at the beginning, or you can insert an element in between, or you can insert an element at the end. So inserting at the beginning, if you want to insert at the beginning, all these elements will get shifted to the right. If you want to insert in between, all these elements will be as it is, new element will be inserted, and then remaining will be shifted. Say for example, inserting in between. So I will show how the scenario will be after inserting in between. After inserting in between. So 5, 6, 7, 8. 5, 6, 7, and 8 are the elements as it is, because I want to insert the new element here in between after 8 and before 9. So say a key element of 90 you want to insert. Key element of 90 you want to insert. So that 90 will get inserted here, and these remaining elements will be shifted to the right. The remaining elements 9 and 10 will be shifted here. These two remaining elements will be shifted to the right. So that is how the inserting will take place. So that is what is the second operation what we can do. So for all these operations we have the lab program. So that is what is our first lab program. So here I'll be giving you theory and the programming probably in the next week. I'll be explaining you all these functions with the help of a code. All these functions with the help of a code. So traversing is over, inserting is over, deleting. Deleting is exactly reverse. So what we can do here is either you can delete from the first location or from the last location. So deleting at the last will not affect anything, whereas deleting in the beginning and in between is going to affect. Because if you delete the first element 5, all these elements should be shifted to the left by one location. And if you delete in between, say for example, whatever I have inserted here just now, what we have inserted just now, we have inserted an element called 90 and we want to delete this. When you delete this element, what are the remaining elements? Remaining elements 9 and 10, they should be shifted back to the previous locations. It is after deleting 90 how the scenario will be. So 5, 6, 7, 8 will not affect anything. This 90 got deleted means these elements should come to the left from here to here. That is 9 will come here and 10 will come here. That is just by using array indexing, we have to shift all the elements to the left. So whenever you delete any element from the array. The next operation here is searching and sorting. So searching is very similar to traversing. So how do we search? So assume the key element you want to search 90. The key element, I want to search an element 90. The simple procedure here is there are different two types of searching, linear search and binary search. For on all these, on both of this linear search and binary search, we have the lab program. So the fundamental type of search here is linear search. How do we search? Key element is 90. Check with the first number. What is the first number? It is 5. Is 5 is equal to 90? No. Then go to next number. Compare. Is 5 is 6 is equal to 90? If it is no, go to next location. 7 is equal to 90. So how do we do that? Compare. That is, if A of I is it equal to key element? What is our key element? Key element is 90. I will change from 0 onwards. But in this case, whenever the I is pointing to this location, the search will be successful. Why? Because 90 is present in this particular array. 90 is present in this location. So if 90 is not present, if you take this array, 90 is not present. So whenever you perform searching, either the given element is present in the array or the given element is not present in the array. So this, what I have explained is linear search, searching from one location to searching from beginning to the end. That is what is linear search. So second type of searching here is binary search. So better I will explain that also now only, because searching part will be over. So what is binary search? Linear search from beginning to end. So what is binary search? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you have some array. You have some array, and in that we have elements 5, 9. But the condition for binary search here is all the elements must be sorted in increasing order. 5, 9, 10, 11, 80, 95, 100, 101, 105. I think the numbers are not visible, right? After 10, 11, 12, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 50, 55. Some random numbers I have taken. Some random numbers I have taken. And say key, what you want to search. Key you want to search is as 35. So is 35 is present in our array? Here 35 is present. So it is somewhere located here. So the array indexing will start 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. So before we start with, you just compare from in your textbook. If you want to open page number 125, assume there are 500 pages and you want to open page number 125. So you will not usually start searching from page number 1 onwards. What you do, randomly you open the book and assume you have got 235. So randomly you want to search page number 135, and when you open the book you got page number 225, and there are remaining pages which are up to 500. So when you have opened the book you have got 225 page number, but which page you want? You want page 135. So obviously you will come to know that you have to search left side. Yes or no? The very simple technique is whenever you have the book, you want to open page number 135, but you got page 225. So you will not look for the right side of the book. Why? Because we know that page is available at the left side. So same concept is being applied here. Now assume key, if you want to search say 335. You want to search the page number 335 from the textbook. After opening you have got 225. So now you will come to know that you should not look at the left side. Why? Because page is available to the right side. The same technique logic is applied for binary search here. The same logic is applied for binary search. So what is applied here? What we do here is first we open the middle element. How do you get the middle index? 0 plus 11. So what is low index? Low index is 0. This is what low index is 0 and high index is 11. Find the middle index. How do you find middle index? Middle index is given by 0 plus 11 divided by 2. What is 0 plus 11 divided by 2? 11 divided by 2 is 5. We'll get 5.5 something, 5.5, but we'll eliminate the fractional part. So where we have got middle index is 5. Now we came to know that in the middle, compare with the middle, because middle element is 15 and key element what we are searching is 35. Key element what we are searching is 35. And we know that in binary search, all the elements are arranged in increasing order. So we will compare this middle element. This middle element is smaller than the key element. That means it is obvious that the element is present to the right side. The element is present to the right side. If the key element is smaller than the middle element, then we will search towards left side. Then we will search towards left side. Now in this case, we have to search to the right side. So again, these indexes will become low. This will become low index and high index will be as it is. So this procedure will be repeated. This procedure will be repeated till we get the value 35. So this is just for your brief understanding how the binary search works. Find the middle element, compare. If it is smaller, go to the left side. If it is larger, go to the right side. And ultimately, we will find the element. If by doing all this procedure, if element is not present, that search will be unsuccessful. So that is what is about searching. So this class, I'm telling you only the theory part. So all this I'll explain with the program in the next class. So sorting, as you know, two ways to sort these elements, either in the increasing order or in the decreasing order. We'll sort the elements in two ways, either in the increasing order or in the decreasing order. So for sorting with the help of functions, I will be explaining in the next class. So I'll take your attendance. 1 second.